recording. So welcome to the self-evaluation questions for your final major project. Can you start by saying your name, your character, and the name of the film that you are part of?
Okay. I'm Luna or Cassie, and I play Anya in Mouthwashing, our short film.
And I'm Nyx, and I play Daisuke
In Mouthwashing.
in Mouthwashing.
Lovely. And how did your first idea for the short film change or grow while during the process?
Grow.
Or changed or improved or...
When the media students had to adapt it to be more paranormal, I guess that changed.
Yeah, so the script had a few changes, and there was changes in the movements of the scene a little bit. Yeah.
And do you think that enhanced or like the story, or it just took it away from the original idea?
It worked. I mean, like obviously our idea was like a spin-off from like the original storyline, so adding the paranormalness to it didn't take away too much from it, and did, I guess, add a bit to the story.
And did it interfere in your acting choices or not really?
I wouldn't say so, really, no. Because, well, it didn't change too much anyways, so we could just do the same thing, really, without it, like, affecting the story that we were trying to tell.
Lovely. Did anything go wrong while you were filming it or planning the film, and how did you fix it?
The first recording day, the media students didn't have access to the TV studio.
Not until like 1 p.m. And
Yeah.
so by the time they set everything up, we only had like an hour to film, and that was just mainly like blocking. We didn't even I think we filmed like one little thing.
Yeah, we filmed the beginning shot, which we ended up refilming anyway.
So we basically like lost a day, and it became incredibly stressful for like both us and the media students, because we were trying to film everything in one day, and it got to a point where it's like we had to ask for another day.
And well, how did you deal with that stress and frustration?
Well, I mean, yeah, well, when it was coming to like 2 p.m., we were talking, saying maybe we should consider another day for filming.
And by 5 o'clock, like we agreed, we're doing another day, because we all were stressed, we all were tired, and like me and Nick started like messing up our lines a little bit more, because it was like we were all like distressed.
Yeah,
so.
We'd been there since like 9 a.m.
Like we were just
filming
going.
constantly. We had like I think
we had
an
like
hour break.
Not even an hour. I think it was less than that.
Yeah.
Because we just wanted to try and get through as quick as we could.
Get it done. So what are the things that you think you and media people can do next time to prevent that mistake from happening?
Oh, well, it wasn't a mistake on our end. Like, it was just we were told we were going to have the TV shooting the entire day, and then got turned around and was told, no, actually, you're not having it till 1. So...
But how can we make sure next time that the studio, like, how can you cover yourselves?
I guess for media to double check that they actually have the access for the whole day or not. I don't know.
Okay, maybe like some paperwork, contracts, or keys to the studio.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Sure, really.
Okay, so we need to think about problem solving a little bit better for the next time that we film. Let's talk about collaboration and teamwork. How was your experience collaborating with the media team? And do you think this collaboration helped in the project, or no? Would the film be able to be done without them?
No, we need them. They did the filming and like the set, like they did the camera work, they did the behind the scenes stuff. We just did the script and costumes, really.
Yeah, like, and they are gonna be the ones putting it all together, and we don't know how to do that. So yeah, we definitely need them for, the
The film
Otherwise,
title.
it would not exist.
Yes. So how was this collaboration? Was it something that you liked, that you would like to do more in the future for your careers, or do you prefer theater? How was that experience?
Theater, definitely. It was very stressful. It was very repetitive. We had
Oh
to
my
do
God.
a lot of the same scenes over and over and over again.
It was just like, I guess because like I'm used to performing on a stage. It was like once you've started the show, that's it. You're going, and you're in the character. You're not like you're stopping and starting. But like with screen acting, it's like I couldn't keep the character up. Like I kept like losing it because it was just because we're doing it so many times. I'm struggling to just do the same thing.
And also like starting in the middle of a scene is really difficult. If there's like a different emotion, it's hard to instantly just go
Switch.
into that.
Yeah, because we would do like a scene in the middle, and then it's like it's the big reveal scene. It's like all really sad emotions, and then they're like, okay, next scene. It's right near the beginning where you're like happy with each other, and it's just like, what? Okay. Like, you didn't even get the build up to feel the emotions. It's just sad, happy. It's like,
Yeah, so it was kind of difficult and stressful.
Right. And do you think any of the stage technique, like acting techniques or skills that you have, helped you in the screen acting, or not really, such as like improvisation or emotionally prepping for the character?
Oh, improv definitely, because I kept messing up my lines.
Me too, yeah.
Okay.
But, honestly, like theatre acting, not entirely, because like with theatre acting, it's like we're big, there's a lot, but with screen acting, you couldn't do that, and it's like one of the things I'm like really good at is like really like showing what's going on. Like I'm very emotive with my body language, but like with the screen acting, I couldn't be that. I had to be very still. I felt like I wasn't moving at all the entire time. Like I just stayed in one spot, and it worked for the character, but it was like I'm not moving.
Yeah, it felt awkward.
Yes.
Because the movements in theatre, you can like
Dramatize
improvise your movements and have it be more dramatic.
Yeah.
But in film, it has to be more scripted and
Precise.
Yeah, and precise. And like I remember with how I was sitting in one scene, they were like, oh, can you not have your arm up there because of the shadow from the lighting? So I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't know how to express my body language. So yeah, it was a bit awkward.
Oh, that's interesting. So how all these emotions and ideas that you had for your character in terms of expressing it through your body, how did you express it then? How did you convey your character's emotional state?
Well, I mean, I did a lot of research outside of like college time into different body languages for like sitting down, because I feel like I struggle with expressing emotions and body language, and I'm very awkward with that. So I thought it would be best if I researched ahead of time and then applied like from like videos that I saw and apply it to my acting.
And do you think you could have done that as well through your like the tone of your voice, the
Oh yeah, definitely. With like vocal inflection, I think is easier to express than body language.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because like you hear a lot during the day, different emotions from different people. So I feel like it's easier to, I guess, like mimic that from like your different experiences rather than body language, because I struggle with paying attention to other people's body language.
Yeah.
So I can't tell people's emotions from their body language. So I think that's a lot harder.
Like sound, you're very good with sound. You love music, for example, so you can relate more to that.
Yeah.
Interesting. And how about expressing it through like facial expressions? Is that something that you guys used a lot or not really?
Tried.
Yeah, we tried.
But I feel like that ties back into the whole like losing the character. Like I couldn't mimic myself. I guess when I tried, like I do one thing for one scene, but then when we re-record it, I can't do it again, and it's like I feel like inconsistencies.
So next time, if you are called, get a role in a short film, next time, how do you think you can prepare better for that not to happen in terms of repetition and having to be ready for any emotional states that they ask for? What do you think you could do? It is a very tricky question, I know.
Maybe, I guess, to write down what I'm good at and what I think I struggle with, and then research different ways that I could overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
And do you think like putting in the script, like the emotional stage that you have during that scene would help you as well? Like sort of block?
Yeah,
Your-
definitely.
yeah.
Because I guess then you can see like which lines need, I guess, like which emotions kind of thing.
And then you can mix that with the body language that you research. Lovely. Right. Let's go to this one. So what are your expectations when you see yourself in the big screen and the film is ready? What do you want the audience to feel? Do you think, everything that you had planned for the film is going to be there? Do you think it's going to be completely different? I feel fear. That's what I feel.
I don't know, I'm nervous, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't want people watching it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to be watching it?
I feel like it's going to be kind of cringe.
I don't want to watch myself in that.
Yeah,
It's like-
because it's not like because of media. It's
just-
I don't know.
I feel like because it just I can watch my own performance from a theatre show. I can't watch my own performance from a screen show. I don't know.
Why? How is that different?
For me, it feels like because like media would put so much effort into making it like good, but I don't know. It's like
It feels more forced in a way.
Yeah.
Plus,
it doesn't feel as like natural and
yeah.
like flowing as like a
Because
theatre performance.
because it wasn't flowing. It was chopped, and so
Yeah.
it's like it's so obvious that there's going to be inconsistencies, that it's not all tied together. It's not all filmed together, and
And plus we have like no budget.
yeah.
So like so it's gonna be a very like amateur like film, and it will be very obvious that it's
Yes.
very amateur. So
Like compared to like Freak Show, like I don't know. I saw a bit. I haven't had the time to watch the full thing, but I saw little bits of the Freak Show one that was filmed, and it was just I sat through that comfortably. Like I don't like watching myself in videos. I hate it. But like I was able to sit through that and watch myself perform
Yeah.
way more than I think I would be able to with this.
yeah.
And one last question. So if there was anything that you could have done differently for this project, what would it be? And it can be in terms of preparation, script writing.
More realistic scene.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Because like obviously what we did, like it is realistic in a sense, like it was a very real conversation, but it was also just like it's in space, it's in a
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that was a big thing. Then also I guess just like I don't know,
And how do you think bringing a more realistic story, meaning in terms of the setting, or
I guess,
how would that help?
I don't know,
Location, filming,
sort of, but
Yeah,
like I make it just more natural, I guess.
but natural in terms of the acting, or
Natural in terms of like it feels like this is just an average day.
Yeah.
So like it, I guess, would make the acting easier to do because it's like, oh, I could see myself in this situation.
and would it be easier to find an actual location? Do you think as well?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I remember at the beginning we didn't really know where to film it.
Yeah.
And even the media was like, well, we should probably just do it in the
TV.
TV studio, just only because of the projector.
Yeah.
But like,
They
I don't
didn't
know.
what else. And it's like what the set they made was like good, like for what they had on hand, that was a good set. But also it was just like I don't know. It
Very minimal, very basic compared to like what we just saw with the
fucking
the Ouija board.
yeah.
Yeah.
A different group.
Like the Ouija board seemed more alive and like more real.
Yeah, like
But
it
also-
felt like there was more emotion in just the set alone.
But because it was a realistic
Yeah.
scenario, maybe, isn't it? It's easier to do with the resources and budget that we have. Okay, actually, just one more question, because I just realized that you actually wrote the script yourselves.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
did that process help you as an actor to be more in character or understand the character better, or not really?
Yeah, in a way, because like we know the characters, like because obviously this was from like we took inspiration from a game that we both love,
Mm-hmm.
and so we know the characters, and so writing the script, like we know how the characters are like, so it's easier to portray that in a script. But like if like someone else who didn't know the game like wrote the script, they could like mischaracterize them, and it just not go as well.
Yeah, and like I've seen a lot of people online, like after having like playing the game, a lot of people were mischaracterizing Daisuke especially.
Especially yeah.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, he's very privileged and all of that," but he's not. He's just like he's
a little bit maybe not the smartest, but like
Yeah.
he's trying his best,
Mm.
and he does hold like a lot of like I guess guilt, especially like after the big event in the game. Like he does like a lot of guilt, and he's just like more of just a real character.
yeah.
So like writing the script, obviously we were able to write it in a way that it's like not mischaracterizing either Anya or Daisuke, and just keeping it real to the game.
Lovely. Thank you very much.